how does this feel, and how was the process of waiting to hear your name called?
Yeah, I mean, it's exciting. There's so many good players in this draft. You're just sitting there waiting to hear your name called, and when you hear Adam Sandler call it, it's pretty cool. So this is a really cool moment.
Yeah, I know you're strongly identified with Long Island, but it seems now like Boston is really going to be what. Yeah. How is that? The chance to go from BC right to TD Garden.
Yeah, it's the coolest thing in the world, and it's close to home. It's nice of my parents. I wanted to go to school in Boston, and turns out I'm a Boston Bruin now, so it all worked out. It's a really, really cool moment, and something that you just have to soak in with your family.
What was it like to share this moment with your brother?
Oh, it was cool being able to stand up and hug him. So that's pushed me all these years, especially this past year at school. I'm right around the corner from him, so it's pretty nice.
Short of the Islanders, was this what you wanted?
Yeah, Boston. It's really a dream come true. Being able to be in Boston, be so close to my brother and family. It's I take so much pride in it. I know how much these fans care for the Bruins, and I'm really excited to hopefully impact the team one day.
When you saw the Islanders, acquired a couple extra first-round picks, did the wheels in your mind start spinning, or did you just block everything out?
Yeah, I blocked it all out. I don't know. I didn't know what was going to happen. You're sitting there, and you're not in those rooms. So I'm really happy I'm a Boston Bruin. I'm really excited, to get there and to be able to meet all the staff and everyone. Yeah.
Have you come across any of the Bruins in summer training or anything like that? Like McAvoy, I think, is from Long Island, right?
Yeah, McAvoy's from Long Island. I haven't really came across too many players, but we have a bunch of prospects on our Boston College team. So I know those guys really well.
How about your experience here in LA this weekend? Anything unusual happen or specifically fun?
No, it's we were able to get a good round of golf at, I think, Riviera at the course was, so it was really cool. Yeah, didn't play too bad either. So.
What was your favorite hole there?
I loved 17. 17 was a cool hole.
What were your interactions with the Bruins throughout this whole process? Like, did you have a feeling it could be them? Did they seem interested? Did you go for a dinner or anything?
Yeah, I talked to them a lot. My sister had a tournament out in Boston, so I drove her up and I was able to meet with one of the scouts there. So I was in contact with them a lot, obviously being close to them, being at Boston College, and obviously you have no idea where you're going to go, where you're going to end up, but it's just pure excitement once you hear your name called, and it's the Boston Bruins picking. So.
I know it's only been 1 year, James, but is there a part of Boston that feels like home?
Chestnut Hill. I think being at BC, it's just all around Boston. Whether you're at Fenway or whatnot, it's just such a great city. I loved it so much.
Do you think it'll help you as you transition to know the city, to know the fans, to have an idea of what it is?
Yeah, I think it definitely will, especially the connections I made at Boston College. You have a ton of Massachusetts kids that go to that school, a bunch of buddies of our own. When you're familiar with the place, it's that much easier to feel more comfortable. So.
And I know information travels so fast these days, it probably doesn't matter, but that you're playing at BC and you remember the Bruins, I mean, they can come see you quickly, they can talk to them. Do you think that'll have an impact as well?
Yeah, I think that's definitely something that's really impactful. They're able to come to almost all your games, home games, you're right down the street, so it helps out a lot.
Will there be pressure to be a Boston sports fan now?
I think I've kind of gradually already become a Boston sports fan, so there's no switching.
You talked about how unsettled it was not knowing where you were going to go, and it moved all around in the days leading up to the draft. Like, how difficult was that process for you, and did you pay attention at all to what was happening?
No, I try to stay away from it. I mean, you just want to know where you're going to play hockey at. The draft's over now, so you're able to go back to playing hockey, and you know what team you're playing for. So it's just making sure you're ready to get back on the ice.
So when you got here today, did you think that Adam Sandler would be announcing you as a Boston Bruin?
I did not.
What did you think of all that?
It was the coolest, one of the coolest moments I've ever had. I loved Happy Gilmore. It was my favorite movie, so seeing him up on the screen, and then you're sitting there and you're hoping he says your name, and he says Boston College, and it's something that doesn't feel real. He's a funny guy, so hopefully I can meet him in person one day.
Do you remember where you were in 2011 when the Bruins won the Cup?
That's a great question. I wish I knew. I do not.
Do you think about some of the guys you might be playing with down the road? I mean, Pastrnak's guys going to be in Boston for a while. Do you let yourself think that far ahead about being on the ice with a guy like that?
Yeah, I think your mind gradually just goes straight to it. I would love to be on the ice with a guy like that. I would love to be able to make hockey plays with someone that high caliber of a hockey player. So I'm really excited. I think it's just you just got picked, so it's just pure excitement, and then just getting to dev camp and making sure you're doing well.
But clearly, you think about what your trajectory is going to be. What do you think it's going to be for you? Is it a couple more years of school? Are you going to go this year and try and make the team?
That's a talk they have to have with the Bruins and their staff. I can't give you an answer because I don't know myself, but I want to play in the NHL, and I'm sure that's everyone else's goal. So we'll see.
Do you feel ready now?
Yeah, I feel ready.
What was today like? Was there nerves, anxiousness throughout the day? Were you trying to keep your mind off it?
Yeah, I mean, you try to stay away from it, but it's tough when you're surrounded by it. I think it's just having family, having loved ones by your side, having people that you can talk to. Get away, make sure that you're getting your mind off these things. Once you're here, you're sitting in the seat and you're waiting for your name to get called. There's no nerves. It's just just being ready.